Hey, how's it going folks? ET here with another iMovie tutorial. In this tutorial, we're going to give you a first preview at iMovie on macOS Big Sur. I just upgraded last night, so I thought I'd give you a little look around and kind of give you an idea of what you're going to be expecting once you upgrade or if you pick up a new Mac with Big Sur. First thing I'm going to do is launch iMovie. Okay, first thing here in the screen, we notice that maybe it's a little cleaner, a little rounder edges. Nothing new, nothing out of the ordinary here. We're going to go ahead and click Create New Project just to show you what that does. We'll click Create New, and you have the same options of Movie and Trailer. So let's go ahead and do that. Again, the same look and feel. I didn't really notice anything out of the ordinary. The usual stuff here. Just a little different look and feel to the way the icons and the text looks. Nothing too bad, but let's go back to a project I just did real quick. Okay, so what I did is I grabbed a piece of video and a song and I threw it into a project timeline just to give you an idea. What I'm going to do is just kind of navigate around here, and if I see anything that looks kind of out of the ordinary, I'll point it out. But from what I've seen so far, there's nothing much new here, just the look and feel. And I think they're kind of getting it ready for some future updates. Okay, so let me go ahead and mess around with the sizing here. Of course, you have your slider here to kind of manipulate the look and feel of the timeline, so you can shrink it and expand it. In the settings here, you can control, of course, the size of the clip in the timeline, if you like small or if you like large, depending. As before, the show wavelength setting is in here if you need to see it, which I highly recommend you do. Let's see, let me shrink this out just a little bit more. Okay, scroll to the left. So same look and feel. If I right click, we have pretty much all the same commands here. The split, the add freeze frame to detach audio, etc., etc. You still can do picture in a picture, but it's still limited to only one extra layer. So let's go ahead and do that. We got the picture in picture right here. And let's put a border so it kind of sticks out. All right, and I'll attempt to add one more right on top of it. But of course, since it's iMovie, they're only going to let us do one extra layer of video, so it'll have to be right next to it. Or we can just delete, which is what I'll do. For titles, let's go ahead and try a title. Let's add one more right on top. Let's see if it'll let us. Nope, same thing. One lane only. Back to the media. Let's grab a little chunk of this. We'll do an I for in and an O for out just to get a little area. We can definitely add multiple layers of audio, and I'll keep adding just to see how many it'll let me do. And I've done this many times, and usually it'll let you put a lot. I think I never ran into any limitation. If I did, it was in the 20s or something. And of course, there's always the audio bed at the bottom here. You can just drop that right in there. Okay, so limitations are still there. We're only allowed one video, picture in a picture, one text at a time. Unless you do that little hack of saving it, exporting it, and bringing it back in and putting another one on. Such a headache, but I would recommend that you just use Final Cut Pro here, which is a $299 purchase. Highly recommended if you're going to get into a lot of editing and you're going to start doing more advanced stuff. Or if you want to dip your toes into advanced editing, you can try the free beta of Resolve. And Resolve is on version 17 now. It's a really good cross-platform Mac, PC, Linux editing solution. So if you don't have the money to spend $299 for Final Cut Pro, I highly recommend you jump into Resolve. It's a really good program. And that's a free beta with the real version being $299 as well, which is a bargain in the world of video editors. So instead of paying Adobe month to month, getting a subscription to use Premiere Pro, I recommend you either use Final Cut Pro or Resolve. I prefer Final Cut Pro. It's super fast on any Mac. It's all optimized very nicely. But Resolve is right next to it, so up to you. But you can get away from all the limitations of the single picture in a picture. You can do as much stuff as you want in these two Pro apps. All right, anything else in here? The functionality at the top is pretty much all the same as I'm going through the color correction, the cropping, the image stabilization, the volume levels, the mixer, any of the speed, the fast, the slow, freeze frame, any of the extra effects, whether it's audio or video, information about the clip, Looking in here, in your media bin here, you can control the size there. Show waveforms in there or not. I think you should. Basically, it's the same here. I mean, it's been optimized for the future chips that are coming in the new Macs, the Apple Silicon M1 chip. But you should be good for more than 2+ years on your current Macs if you have an Intel-based Mac. So I wouldn't even stress about trying to get one of the new Macs in the near future. Maybe a year or two later, I would lean toward it. But Apple's really good about the cross-platform changes with supporting both the old and the new for a long time. So I think you got at least 2 years, maybe more, of support with the old Intel Macs before things start to not be updated, and then push more to the new Apple Silicon, which starts with the M1 chip. Alrighty, I think that's it for today's tutorial. As usual, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell, ring, all that jazz, and we'll talk to you next one. Peace and aloha.